Hi and welcome back. So this is what we have done till the previous session of the class, but at this point of time you have to understand when I have shown you something like overflow hidden, this is like the actual view which we are trying to control, right? So this is something we have done to the controlling from this side. So what we have done is we have done a sign up form, and if I block this is going to affect the sign up form, and this is something we are doing some adjustments. Okay, but you have to understand the previous session I have done a little bit like copy and paste, but there was a little bit mistake which I want to correct in this video. We are trying to go to the form. This is sign up box form, means this one, sign up form, and this is active whenever it is active, but this we are telling the image box. This is something like the image box, and we are telling the active of not the form but image box. Okay, so this is image box, and we'll just come here also. This is a sign in box, and I'm correcting here img box. So everything is set to go. Now we have done this. I want to hide this, so I'm just going back here and displaying the overflow hidden. Now what we'll do is in this session we will add JavaScript. So whenever I click sign up, it should slide here. So to add JavaScript, we have to use an event called onClick. Whenever I click on the anchor tag, so here the original layout, see, this is also anchor tag, this is also anchor tag, but this is not getting sliding, so we have to add JavaScript to slide it. So the event we have to use is onClick for both on a sign in and also on a sign up. So what we'll do is we'll just go to the JavaScript, and here we have a sign in form. This is a sign in, and we have an anchor tag which is claiming sign up, but we will first do on, okay, maybe I can just go for here sign in. So what we'll do is we'll just put down here on click, go to JavaScript, and just go to JavaScript and call do toggle. So that's my function name. Okay, so I'm going to copy the entire event handler from here to here, and I'm going to add this to the sign up also. We have here sign up, so I'm just going to add it here. Okay, now we'll just go and call JavaScript just beneath the here. So I'm going to add script, what do you say, type is equal to text / JavaScript. Now that we have added this, let's create a function, and the function that we have called on an onClick event here is a do toggle. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here, and let's create the function, save it. So in this function, what I'll do is I'll just create a variable where container. So this is my kind of variable, and I'm going to call document dot query selector, and I'm going to target the complete container. So who is holding this form and the buttons or the photos is, if you can see here, this is being held by the total container. This is my total container, and it is being held by both sign up and sign in. So I'm going to go and tell the complete query selector should be selecting on the container. Now in the container, so this container information has been assigned to the variable. So I'm going to tell container dot class, and I'm going to say list class whosoever has got toggle. Okay, and that toggle should be, it should toggle on active mode. Okay, so if you remember, I've already assigned here an active states. So this is active class, so whenever I toggle, it should go 0, and this one form also should go 0, and the photo should go 0 towards this, and here something like the same to the sign in form. Okay, whenever I click this, it should go -100, and this is also, the photo should be 100. So it's something like that. So let's go and try this. So when I refresh it, so I click this, it's not working because something has gone wrong in JavaScript. So let's cross verify. Container.document.query selector. See, I'm done here a mistake. Query selector has to select the complete container, and this container is a class, right? It's a class, so you have to tell that it is a class just by adding dot. Now let's give a try again. So it's kind of moving there, right? So though it's moving, this part of this one is not working. Let's do this again. So by default, this is this side and this is clickable, right? But this part is not clickable because when you go to my CSS, I already told in the previous session of the class that the sign up box, please understand, this is the sign up box. So let's go and refresh. This is sign in box, but this is, we are in create an account link of sign up box. So what is happening is in the sign up box, this is, we are telling the pointer event should be none, means none of this are clickable. So whenever it is an active, this is at this point of time it is active. So this is not active. The create sign up box is not active. But when I click this, it is showing this side, means this is active. So this link should work whenever it is active. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just go here and copy this one and paste it here. And let's go and add this pointer events. Let's make it back to initial. Initial is default, means as it is, whichever is clickable should be clickable. So initial. Now this at the active time. So this is active time. Let's go and refresh. Now let's click on this and again I can click this, right? So it's moving, but if you see here, this is kind of sliding very slow. See, it's kind of animated sliding. So for this we have to add transitions to my CSS. Okay, so you have to add transitions which will move based on the delay time what you're supplying. So let's go and add some transitions. Okay, now please understand, this is a form box which has to move slowly but not this fast, and this is the IMG box. So let's go to my CSS and find out that particular area. So this is the IMG box. So I'm telling to delay the time like transition, and I'm going to say 0.5 seconds. So is the case with the form box. So this is a form box and I'm going to say transition 0.5 seconds. Okay, so when I do this and let's refresh, you can see that this is going to be smoothly sliding, right? So now that we have done this, on the next session of the video, I will explain you the kind of responsiveness. So if I click this, you can see this is not, it's kind of sitting on the same room. It's kind of very bad. Okay, so this is something we have to do it on the original layout. Let me show you the original layout. So when I do this on my original layout, this is the original layout, right? So when I make it responsive, so if it is exceeding the box, it's just kind of holding like this. Okay, and you can see that this is very responsive. It's not making it to bring the photo, but if it has a good room of making it possible to bring it, it is able to bring it. So this is something we have to do it responsive. So I'll do that on the next video. Until then, bye bye.